Hey there YouTube, this is Art with Art's Mobile Auto Repair, and today's video is how to replace a battery on a 2009 Bmw X6 3.0. It's 35i. I'm gonna go step by step video. So there's a 10mm right here, 10mm nut right here, and a 10mm nut right there that you have to take off to get this bracket off before you start anything else on the car. So after you remove those two nuts, you'll get this bracket off that holds like this. Just get that off. After you do that, the next step is going to be to get the negative terminal off, and then I'll show you what we're going to do with the red terminal, the positive. It's kind of a way where you don't have to reprogram. If you kind of think logically that even if your car dies, your battery goes out and you jump start it, is the same exact thing as putting a different battery in, because the car is not going to know. The main thing is you can't let your positive terminal hit anything that's ground, any part of the car, so it doesn't reset the resistors of capacitors of the vehicle, so it's not even gonna think that you even replaced the battery. It happened to me before that I've done it. It's not the first time I do this BMW, this kind of BMW for repairs, and I never had to reprogram the vehicle, and it showed normal voltage, and basically never had a problem with that. So I'm gonna basically do that. The best way is once you get the negative off, you get the positive off, and you put some kind of rubber boot, so once you get it off, there's no contact absolutely with the frame of the vehicle at all. And the negative terminal and the positive terminal is also a 10mm. So after you remove that, you get the negative off, put it aside. Once you get that off, there's a little tab right here, and it uses a 13 socket to get this thing off. Once you get it off, you'll get this part off, and then we'll get this part off. So once you get this bolt off, there's a tab right here that you have to pull on right here, and there's a tab right over here. So you can't put your hand in there, so the way I do it, I just use like a big screwdriver, and I just go from right here, and I go right there, and I just open that up like this, and then pull it out. So this whole unit is actually going to come off. We're going to put that to the side so it doesn't touch anything. And the only thing we have left is with this. So I undid this bolt already, and there you go. So we got the power cable off too. So we're not gonna touch nothing. What we're gonna do is gonna make sure that this does not ground to any metal part in the car. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put like a rubber boot or something around it so we can pull out the battery without actually anything touching it. And we'll go from there. And after that, there's only two more bolts that's holding it. There's one bolt right here, and the other bolt, I'm not sure. I think that's actually one bolt right there. So we're just gonna use like this rubber pad that we're gonna cover around it and just tape it with duct tape. And once I do that, I'll show you how something like this so it doesn't touch anything. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna push it like this while we're pulling the battery out, and the same way we're gonna put it back in with that one bolt. So yep, not enough. Okay, so that was good. Just gonna put that here, get your hand in there, unscrew the back bracket. Get this bracket out of here. This is what it looks like. The bolt's on here. There's a little gasket, kind of like the ground. This battery should be moving. So right now, we're just basically gonna hold this like this, like that, like this, while we're pulling the battery out. There you go. So we got the battery out. Battery is right here. This is the old battery, and it is connected to a hose to get the fumes out. So we're gonna get the old one, pull it out, keep that for now, because we're gonna put that on the new battery when we install it. So once we drop the new battery in there, we're gonna go ahead and put this part inside. There's a little hole right over here, right there. So we're gonna put it, sorry. There you go. And we're gonna put that hose back on, just like that, and just push the battery all the way until this part goes inside this part, so your battery is not gonna move. So like this. There you go. So this thing is not moving anywhere. And that's it. Should be good. Now we're gonna put the bracket back on. And it was held just like that. So this thing is not moving anywhere. Close these tabs. That's it. So first things first, we're gonna put this back on. Then we're gonna put this bracket with all the plugs and stuff. Tighten this part, and then we're gonna put the negative on, and that should do it. We'll go from there. So we're gonna go ahead, tighten this part, put the bracket back on. Now we're gonna put this bolt, the nut. Tighten this with a 13mm. So after we tighten everything back, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put the bracket back on. Once we put that back, put the cover on, put a couple of screws on, and you're done. If this video helped you in any way, please rate, subscribe, and share this video. Thank you.